Hello, gorgeous people of the world, and most importantly, slugs. Can you see that? Can you see that? That's laughed here, okay? I have a special, very, very special podcast for you in the name of the great, and he's fine, by the way, but he's getting married, our boy Flav. Flav is one of the most gorgeous people on the planet. He is one of my best friends. He is there for me at every moment, and he is getting married this weekend. I'm excited for it. It's going to be an amazing day with his beautiful bride. Don't know if he wants me to use her name or not. I'm sure it's fine. Ollie, who they are so in love. He is happy. Life is great. Okay. I wanted to put together a sort of wedding gift for him, and I need your help. We've spoken about it on the podcast a couple of times. So Rob Turner, one of the all-time iconic slugs, he has put together an amazing Best Bits podcast, a special podcast of Flav's Best Bits over the last 4 years, including one for the weekend. I'm literally crying watching some of it, and then I realised I need to record this bit. But what I need desperately is you to be a part of this wedding gift. So if you have enjoyed the podcast at any moment, please, please, please do this for me, right? So we want to get Flav into the top 10 when it comes to Spotify and Apple. I don't know how far we can get with this. I don't know if this will work or not, but I think it's a kind gesture, and I think you'll enjoy the podcast. So watch the whole podcast. Honestly, I was in bits just watching some of the classic bits. But what I need you to do is this. There are 2 links in the description. This is to Apple Podcasts. This is James and Flav for now. If you are unsubscribed, or if you are subscribed, unsubscribe and then subscribe again, and then leave a review. What I was thinking was that when it comes to the review, leave a little note for Flav to read and enjoy. Of course, make it a 5-star review as a little sort of wedding notebook that Flav can read afterwards, okay? He's probably too busy to see this. If he does see it, then great. Well, we love you. But if not, it doesn't matter. Secondly, Spotify. We want to get to the top, and maybe not the top. It's going to be a slog. But we'll try our best, and we need every single one of you to do it. Can we make Flav, who's been doing podcasts for 10 years, can we put him into the top 10 of the sport charts, okay? So you need to go and follow. Hit the follow button. Do every little bit that you can do. Click it. If you've listened to it once, listen to it again. Yeah. And let's see what we can do. I'm just intrigued for the experiment of it, but more importantly, to say thank you to Flav, who makes us laugh every single week, who has one of the most beautiful souls, is just phenomenal. I love him. I love you, Flav, if you're watching. My baby's about to cry. Okay. Sounds like a euphemism. It's really not. Right, you know what to do. Enjoy the podcast. I hope you do enjoy it. But yeah, make sure you go and watch it, and let's see what we can do. Congratulations to Ollie and Flav on your wedding day. We love you. Enjoy.
It's like a bit like porn, isn't it? Because it's like when you get bored of like the high quality sort of brazzers sort of studios who've got all the money. After a while, you need like, oh God, it's not doing it for me. It's too polished. I need to see some other stuff. I need to see some realness. I want to see what real sex like again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Where's the heart? Where's the heart in this? I often say that to myself.
It's on amateur category for a bit, and just add a little bit, like of just something genuine.
Yeah.
This is what it used to be like before, all the glitz and glamour of brazzers.
Great point.
Like, I remember football was like finding a porn mag down in a shrub next to a railway siding. That's the football I remember. Not this HD 4K on tap nonsense.
Armstrong, yeah? He cheated at riding bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he done a lot of good work for cancer.
Right, yeah.
So just fucking forgive him. Like, so what? He cheated at riding a bike. It's bicycle riding. It means nothing. No one even watches it.
People watch.
Who gives a shit? No. How many people watch it? Like, if you walk past,
millions of people watch it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who watches?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. We've got loads of mates who watch it.
Fucking weirdo. Listen. He done more good than the cheating at the bike, riding a bike.
Yeah, but I don't think I think you're not allowed to continue all the good and the hype that comes with and the sort of also the byproduct of that, which is the sort of glory of
So cancer needs to be worse because he can't have that. So we're saying, don't worry about all the people dying of cancer because you need to be punished for cheating at riding a bike. You're not going to be able to...
I hear your point, it's very complex. I would suggest that actually, if we're giving money to a charity, there's lots of different charities, but you're going to struggle to get the same kind of goodwill from people when you're a cheat.
I've got another question for you. What if he knew he was going to cheat all along? But he knew that the fame that would come from riding a bicycle, right, would boost the charity and do more good work for cancer.
That's what he didn't.
Yeah, how do you know?
Because he didn't.
You don't know. Maybe he did.
No, because the aim was to be a world champion. It wasn't to be, I can start this charity.
If he was a boxer, I'd get it, because you can hurt someone. He's riding a bike, Jim. He's pushing pedals around.
And they were all cheating, weren't they?
They all did. Have you not seen Icarus? You've seen the Icarus thing?
That's incredible. One of the best documentaries ever.
Really, really good documentary. They're all cheating. So why is he getting thrown under the bus? He's doing all the good work. The others are not. They're literally, all they do is ride a bike. He's riding a bike and curing cancer. Give him a break.
You put it like that.
What was it, Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, she threw him under the bus.
She had to be strong. She
grilled him.
In the interview. Yeah, she had to grill him.
Leave him alone.
He's a cheat.
So what? I'm riding a bike. If I cheated at Monopoly, right, which I have done, excuse me. If I cheated at Monopoly, right, I've cheated.
Yeah.
The same level of importance, riding a bike and playing Monopoly.
Yeah, but it's the value of the sport as well. It's like you're getting mixed up with two different things. Because you don't think it's important, cycling is important, doesn't mean
it's not a sport, it's a pastime. Riding a bike is a pastime. Isn't it?
I agree with you.
Thursday evening, absolutely crying because Frank's had a little sick of football podcast. Frankie had Frank is Flav's dog for anyone watching for the first time.
Do you want me to see if I can get him? Do you want to see Frank?
Go on, go see Frank. Yeah, go get Frank.
He's quite heavy to pick up and he doesn't really like being picked up, but I'll do it.
Okay. A little sicky. He's about to do a little sicky little Frankie. So weird.
Frankie Donkey. There he is.
There he is. He's still struggling with that right arm.
Frankie.
He's got his kids.
Does not like being picked up.
Yeah. Camera shy.
Wait. And I tell you what, there is zero chance that unless you have an absolute horror show, there's very little chance of going around and going, Jesus, so-and-so was absolute garbage in bed. Like, who does that? No one does that. It's only men that talk shit like that.
Girls are funny though. Girls are very graphic to their close friends, but otherwise they're quite discreet.
You don't know that, do you?
So graphic.
Yeah. Like, and I sometimes overhear conversations that my missus is having with her mates, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit then. Like, too much.
They probably feel the same about us a hell of a lot.
When do we do it? We don't. Women talk more filthily than men do.
About sex, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because do you know what it is? Because
it's more a bravado thing with blokes, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously we've been doing it for so long and from such a young age.
So well.
That we don't feel.
And when you mean long, you mean I think with women,
session. No, I don't mean the actual act of sex. I mean just talking about it. I just think women, as soon as they find someone.
40 minutes. Huh? Was that on the pod? Did we have that conversation?
No. So we were talking about.
Oh, no, it is on the pod, yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about like what's a good duration of sex, and was it you? You went, well, I didn't. What was it? I didn't have a. It was all right session, right? You know. And I was like, how long did it? Like 40 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? 40 minutes. And the thing is 40 sex minutes is like 4 hours.
I would love that. If you're having sex this weekend, because it is one for the weekend. If you're having sex this weekend, just pop a timer on. Just let us know.
So there's two things. I don't know if you know this. There's two things. There's normal time, and then there's sex time.
Oh.
Sex time moves a lot slower than normal time. So you might be thinking like you're an absolute champ like this guy. And you...
Oh, you put him?
Oh, no. And Jim as well.
And Jim. Yeah. You rate yourself in the sack, don't you?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, 3-to-1 ratio. That's what we said. Not always possible, but with you it is.
That's just due to my low self-esteem.
No, don't be silly. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah. So you could be having mind-blowing sex for 12 minutes, and it will feel like it was half an hour. And then you look at the clock and you thought, "Fucking, I was like a stallion that time." Wasn't I? You look at the clock. Fucking what? It's 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Yeah. We've been having sex longer than that, haven't we? No. Why do people give Michael Jackson a bye, but R. Kelly gets thrown under a bus?
People still don't believe the Michael Jackson thing.
They choose not to believe.
Do you know what? There's songs now. I loved Michael Jackson, right? I loved
have
the
you
Jackson
stopped listening
5
to him?
do you know what I put in my head? Because I was trying to give him a bye. I said to myself, I went, I'm going to listen to the Jackson 5 and Off the Wall, and then that's it. Because that's before he was doing anything naughty.
Yeah.
But then there's a track on Off the Wall called, it goes, I can't help it if I wanted to. I can't help it even if I could. I can't help. I'm like, yeah.
Can I say something that's a bit controversial?
Go on then.
He's not that good. He's well overrated.
Wow.
It's just like you listen to it, it's like, all right. Like, fucking, really?
I do remember thinking he gets away with a lot of. There's a lot of that.
Yeah,
a lot of that.
There's a lot of filler in his songs.
What's the one?
Can I tell you another
Stranger in Moscow?
Calm Take.
That's one. There's a lot of like.
Can I say that?
Sorry, go on.
Like a Calm Take. Right? Can I say that? Probably. If not, apologies.
Apologies.
What's that there? That there on your wall.
Stevie Wonder, For Once in My Life. It's the first song that me and fam danced to. But it's our first.
But it's not because you really like Stevie Wonder.
I do. I love Stevie Wonder.
Right.
Don't. Let's move on. No, don't, because we can't.
Can I
will kick you out of this flat.
Can I just say?
Seriously.
Do you know what I'm going to
say? I know it. I'm guessing. I think I know what you want to say. Don't you dare.
Can I just say it? And then you don't have to. You can take it or leave it.
This could be a bit, you know. You can say something. You go. I don't get it. I don't think he's that good.
Right.
Because I've got one as well.
It's not just I don't think he's that good. I think that if he wasn't blind, he wouldn't be as successful as he is.
You're being ignorant. You need to really look into this guy. And this guy is an absolute. He's incredible.
What's really good about him is he's taken a disadvantage and turned it into a positive.
Right.
But yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You can't judge his entire discography on Happy Birthday, which was for Nelson Mandela.
I can. I can do that.
Well, you mustn't. I'm going to give you. I'll send you links to albums.
Just a bit gimmicky, is all for me.
That's one song that's gimmicky.
No, using the blindness as an ace card.
You're saying he's using the blindness as a gimmick?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's essentially he's got a mediocre voice and he plays the piano quite well, the keyboards quite well.
He plays every instrument, just to be clear.
No, he doesn't.
His voice, I've seen him live 3 times. He plays for 2 hours because he can't do an encore because he can't get him off and bring it back on. It's too much of a slog. Logistically, it's a nightmare. So he stays on for 2.5 hours and it's hit after hit after hit. I'm going to take you to a Stevie Wonder concert. Fuck's that?
What is that?
Don't know.
What, you don't know what that noise in your own flat?
It's not in my flat. There, it's gone. So, speaking of which... this is something slightly
just
different.
for the record, I don't actually believe that Stevie Wonder stuff. I just like saying it to Stevie Wonder fans.
I think sometimes you've got to force the issue a little bit, and I use that word force very casually. Okay.
No, what I mean is
nudge. You've got to nudge. Sometimes you've got to nudge the issue.
Is this fair that we've put this girl in this situation for a bit of content?
Yeah, sure, but I mean that's. But it's not bad content if there's a happy ending at the end. Again, I use that phrase incredibly casually.
Happy ending.
And I think even nudge is too strong. Sometimes you need to raise your eyebrows at the issue. That's what we're doing here. We're raising our eyebrows at the issue.
Do you know,
and it is an issue.
You know, Happy Monday. I mean, Happy Monday. Happy ending.
Yeah.
Happy ending. But you know, they're like
same thing.
More of a weekend.
Yeah. It happens on Monday.
Who's having sex on Monday? If someone's having sex on Monday, congratulations.
Yeah, but
it's not a sex day, is it? Monday.
And the happy ending isn't sex, really, is it? It's you'll get a massage at a massage parlour. At the end, she'll go, happy ending. And then you go.
I mean, I've never had a happy ending. So is that how it works? Then is that?
I'll tell you how it works. I'll tell you what. So you're lying on your back. You've got a towel there, and at the end, obviously, you're sitting there and you've got a massive, a massive wanger on, and then she goes to you, happy ending, and you're like, yeah, right, then go on. And then she just,
yeah, that'd be lovely, thanks. It's like it's the equivalent of, do you want wax in your hair after it's been cut? Is that what
yes,
you go?
that's it. It's not. You don't have to make it weird.
Bit of wax. Happy
ending. Doesn't have to be weird. Doesn't have to be weird. Just for the record, in case my mum watches this, I've never had a happy ending. But what I did find out, is I just assumed it was a myth. Like, because you don't go, people get massages all the time for muscle injuries or just because it makes you feel good and invigorated, right? And I can't imagine a situation where the woman at any time goes, happy ending? And then you go, okay, yeah, all right, go on then. Like, unless you're going to a brothel, right?
Okay.
Unless you're going to a brothel and you know what this is about, then you know that the point of going in there is to get a hand job, whatever you might want. But the idea of a happy ending was that this is something that occasionally happens when you get a massage. And I thought, nonsense, absolute, but can't be true. Then I found out a friend of mine, someone I know through someone, she's a masseuse. And occasionally she does give a happy ending.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Just finds out
she's single, is she, I hope?
Yeah, yes, she's single.
Right. What, she just go, if she fancies him, what?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know well enough to ask. I heard this through someone else. But don't judge her. It's up to her. I have no issue. Do what you want.
Was she doing it? Does she get a little?
I don't know if she gets a little extra or not.
And you use that phrase casually. Should she get a bigger tip? Again, I'm using that phrase casually. Get her on No Holds Barred. That'd be hilarious.
I don't know if she's happy that I even know about it, let alone.
That's fascinating, though. But yeah, that's what. So, is the happy ending happening because she fancies the dude, or is she all woman, or are they doing it because there's a bit more money available? I'd love to know that.
Women, because as we know, women can't orgasm. It's a myth. Yeah. So definitely men. I think that maybe if she fancies them and she's massaging them, and then she's unless you're you have a tiny penis, you can't miss it if you're sitting under a towel, right?
But normally you're lying on your front, aren't you?
Do you know what? I don't really like the idea of going a stranger come and rubbing my body, to be honest. So I've never been on one. I've never been to one, but
just to be clear, don't order a massage now expecting that to be a possibility. So this is to give you some context on this, because I asked for some context on this. This is from, it's game 7. It's Philadelphia versus Toronto. Toronto have got the ball with 4 seconds left in the game. The game is tied at, I think it's 90 each or 94 each, something like that. Okay.
So people don't know that are first time listening to this or not, maybe didn't get to that piece of the podcast. This is the bit where we revel in the fact that a sporting event has crushed a child so much that their tears have fallen out of their eyes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you just tell me when to pause, Flav.
That's the truest form of victory, is what you want from your team. Like, if you're in the stadium and you've annihilated another team so much that the children of the fans and the children of the other team are crying their eyes out because of what you've done to the team that they support, then you've really won. That's winning in football, not trophies and whatnot.
Okay. And Owen Martin says this is to go to the NBA Finals. Apparently, if it's a draw, then the team that hasn't got the ball at the moment goes through. And these people watching this clip are fans of Philadelphia. Okay, let's play. Shoot goes in, bounces off one rim, bounces off the other rim, and goes in.
Right. So this is the moment of despair. This is the moment where they can't believe what's happening. They don't want to believe. Much like learning of the death of someone close to you. They're reacting in a way that they're thinking, no, it can't be possible. But then when you see the kid, he's twisting and the slow realization is coming in. This is happening. And my tiny little 6-year-old brain does not have enough life experience to deal with what's just happened. Carry on. So you think, yes, they're serious. Yeah, stop. Right there it is. That's the money shot, right? Look at the despair in his face. It's literally like the world is ending for him. Now, if you saw a couple of frames before, you don't have to go back to it, Jim. I'd like you to stick on this one for a bit. But the dad, he's not reacting. He's seen it all before. He's gone through pain and torment. He knows what life's about. It's about ups and downs, and sport is a beautiful example of what it's like to struggle through life. Everybody has ups and downs. This kid doesn't have a clue. And when you don't have a clue, it's that face that you end up making.
Yeah.
Carry on.
And just to add, he's obviously turning to this person with the phone for help.
Yeah, and they're not helping him like a good film, like a good cameraman.
Like a good documentary maker. Yeah.
Focus on the face, capture the pain, you can get the tears. Money in the bank. Like you're happy to know this isn't the end of the children crying. There are more.
Love the phrase "money in the bank." I didn't expect that to turn up. Right, here we go. You tell me when. I'm watching you for the cue.
Let's go. And that is genuine wailing. No, this is good. This is good. Stop. Oh, no. Touch it on a bit. That's two in one. That's two children crying in one frame. One frame. Do you know the only person who isn't affected by this is the little girl who doesn't have a shit clue what's going on because she's watching Peppa Pig on her iPad. But she will. Oh, she will. Not in a family that wants that basketball is so important to them. She'll get there eventually.
Oh, there'll be a ripple effect.
Right now, it's up to 6-year-old and 8-year-old to deal with what's going on. And I like the fact that sink into the knees. The sink into the knees is because, like, have you ever had an emotion so strong in your life, James? Where you literally sunk to your knees? Because this kid has, and he's 8.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Okay.
You know what's really sad about this? Stop. No one is helping him.
Yeah, no, that's so true. Who's cuddling the kid? Why is no one cuddling the kid?
Literally, like to him, his world is just been turned upside down. Like I say, he's never had these opportunities to deal with this before. Someone help him. Mum, Dad, whatever it is, say, son, don't worry. This will happen to you.
He's on in this entire clip. What was this, a 43-second clip? He's on the search for solace. He's just looking for some kind of comfort around the living room. He's gone to the kitchen. He's coming back. Nothing.
And again, just want to underline the great work of the cameraman. He just doesn't leave him. Just tracks him wherever he goes. Yeah. This is where the gold is. This is where the drama is. Let's follow it about. Let's run it one more time from the top. Not stopping at any time. Just look at how he tracks the kid. Okay. He knows where the money is. He knows where the energy is.
And just to emphasise the clip, so they got 4 seconds. He gets the ball. The guy gets to the 3-point line. Just sort of Hail Mary shot. It hits one side of the rim, the other side of the rim, and then falls in. So that's why there's that little pause. He's got the ball. He's going wide, and he shoots.
Let's run away from the TV. Fuck that. Track him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Quick, track him.
Another child.
Do you know what? All right, we can stop it. Enough tears.
That's how well. Let's watch this.
He's staring at his brother. What I would say is that this is important for those, because this is genuinely, at that moment, significantly painful to watch your team be dumped out like that. and it does set you up for future problems in the future. So
it's character building, isn't it?
It is character building, indeed.
How do you know this stuff?
Because
Have you got a game, mate?
yeah, I've got a few game
So
mates.
have I.
Have you?
Yeah, my people are giving me away.
Yeah. You can have him for £5.
£5 sandwich.
No more.
I have no idea why the word sandwich came out of my mouth. I have no idea where the word sandwich came. Jim, did you just go sandwich? Why did I say? Why did I say that? Am I getting dementia? Fucking, where did that come from?
Can I just say as well, like it's 10 to 4, so it's not like lunchtime and he's hungry. Sandwich. Sandwich.
The two girls are giving me, me and Ollie. They're doing a service for us.
Hang on, why have you said sandwich?
I don't know.
There's got to be a reason for that. Why did he say sandwich? Let us know. Right, let's run through this quickly.
What I'm saying is I've got game mates.
This isn't even a calm take, but it was a reply to my tweet, and Emma Bergstrom has said this. I kind of resent the idea that a player's worth is defined by trophies. More so at a national level. The whole need to win a World Cup to be the greatest of all time. If you are the best player in the world, you are so regardless of squad achievements. Agree with that?
I wasn't listening at all. I just got an email that pissed me off. I just wasn't listening.
This podcast is a car crash.
And there's only two of us, and I wasn't listening to what you were saying. I'm so sorry.
I won't read it again.
He's like, he's bummed the kids, isn't he?
What? What?
He's bummed the kids. You can't forgive him after bumming the kids.
Oh my god, that's the worst thing you've ever said on this. He's bummed the kids. You want them? Oh my god. I would say explain it.
You know, like if you know someone,
He didn't mean to, and he's a good guy, but he has bummed the kids, so he's gonna have to go, I'm afraid, because it's just not safe for them. That's terrible.
you can't go back. Once you bum kids, you can't go back.
Right, in your experience.
Story about Marseille.
Go on.
Marseille kit.
I've got a story about Marseille. Jesus.
My first ever holiday away from my parents was I went to Turkey. I went to Turkey for 2 weeks. My mum sent me, basically, to give me the money to go to Turkey with my cousin for 2 weeks when I was 16. We went to a place called Gumbit, which isn't far from Bodrum. Now, if anyone has been there will know that Bodrum and Gumbit aren't like, it's not like, come to Turkey, look how amazing our country is. It's like, don't go to Bodrum or Gumbit if you're going to Turkey. There's just slags and wankers there. And I was one of the wankers. And I was about 16, 17, and there was this party going on, right? It was like a strip. You know, imagine the strip where you walk down and people offer you shots of drink to go in their club, and you realise the shots of drink are just fruit juice. They're lying to you. You're going in there. You can scam them by taking the drink and then walking straight out the back door because it's all open. That's what I did a couple of times. But there was this one place here that was nice. It was a bar. It's like a beach bar. The beach was there, and part of the bar went out into the street. And it was rowdy. There's lots of people there. And some of the lads at this place decided to climb, because you do when you're 16, 17, first lads tour holiday away, you're getting on top of the roof of the bar. So after a while, the security guards had enough of people climbing up. It's a security risk, isn't it? It's an insurance risk. They're probably not properly insured. They don't give a shit about these people. Anyway, tried climbing up, and the security guard was on top of the roof. And he did this bloke was just climbing up on top of the roof like this. So he had no purchase either way. He was just, all of his efforts were climbing up to get up there. He had no purchase. And the security guard really calmly walked up to him and just gave him a nudge with his toe, fell off, landed on his chest on the bench, bounced off onto the floor. It was wonderful. Anyway, this girl caught my eye just across the dance floor. I was like,
hello.
You know what? I'm a bit pissed up. Let's just give it a go, shall I?
Did you, as you walked over there, were you sort of dancing? And what was it, a dance walk, or was it just a simple walk? Or? Yeah. That's good. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
Yeah, it was that. So what's up to it? And I just sort of started dancing for dinner, Jim. Fancy a bit of a, No, I didn't do that. We started. I went behind her and just sort of put my arms on her. You couldn't do that now. Got to ask permission. Always ask permission. But back then, didn't have to ask permission. Just didn't grab them, but you just sort of, suggested, and then she backed up to me, and I was like, all right, we're good.
Where is this going?
Over the shoulder, give her a little kiss. She turned around like that. Oh, yes.
Whoa. Over the shoulder, gave her a little kiss. What?
Well, she was
What, you kissing her like that?
No, it was just sort of like one of she put her head like that, and I just went like that and give her a kiss on the lips.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, I'm with you. Go.
Yeah. Anyway, turns around, her face was like, ugh. Ugh. Right?
It's sweaty.
She's turned around and she's looking at a 16, 17-year-old sweaty, very red, very blonde boy
That's you, just to be clear.
With a phony Marseille top on, and on the back it says Jean-Pierre Papin, number 9, Papin, and I had chocolate all over the top. Safe to say that was the first and last kiss I got from that girl. Wasn't the last kiss though, because I didn't take the shirts out. Could you want to come down the beach?
No. Not your penis.
Not your penis, please don't.
I mean, you can.
Because I think that would be interesting.
We've all got them. Why can't Why can't one man show another man his penis without it being a big furore about it?
You're gonna drop penis pics.
DM.
Flav.
Yeah, all right. Flav_Bateman. DMs are open.
What?
Just send them over.
That would be mental if that would be like. I thought this was the bad. This is as low as it could get.
I swear to God, if people like.
Anyway, but I just think it'd be funny if you screenshot.
what a big deal
Tammy,
is.
put this full screen. These two pictures which I've already sent you. Oh yeah, was this a Dele Alli thing?
Yeah,
is that you just trying to find an out for Dele Alli?
I don't care if he's having sex with women. I'm sure he is. Good luck to him.
I'm sure he is.
Or men.
I did find that video really weird.
It's weird, really
He
weird.
was perfectly shaved all over his body. And
He's
really
completely bald, and he was just
like,
putting a semi-flaccid penis in a girl's mouth and laughing with his mates. But what is it with footballers? And like,
Or was it him?
because like sex is like, it can be funny and it's nice if you're having sex and something happens and you laugh with your other half. That's fine. But I would never want to be in a room ever. Want to be in a room with my mates with a semi-flaccid penis in a girl's mouth and laughing about it with my mates. There's nothing sexy about that.
banter.
I think I can get on board with that. Yes, it's vulgar, it's cheap, and it's
a bit disrespectful to the lady as well, I think.
And it's not.
But what's funny about it? What's funny about me standing here with a semi-lob on and my mates and I'm naked and standing like that going, you filming this, are you? You don't put it on the internet. It was funny. It wasn't funny when I said that.
Nah, it's vulgar, it's wrong.
That's preferable. That's preferable. Yeah, because you're old enough to kind of have the chat and understand the references, but you are importantly a virgin.
Because it doesn't matter how old you are. The first time you have sex, it's just don't last very long, do you? Because it's like, oh my God, it's happening.
Yeah, it's car crash. That's how I would describe it for me personally. I'd rather not get into the details. Car crash. I think I've slipped on the mailbag.
James's tiny little buttocks just going up and down.
Yeah.
Come on, stick with it, Jim. Hold on, Jim. Yeah. That's it, Allcott. Yeah. That's it, Allcott. You're doing all right.
She's like, She's like, you can breathe, you know. I was like, oh. No idea. But you just.
You just like that on top of fucking.
Like, don't shake like that. Sleep. So I sleep.
Allcott,
very different.
Yeah, the Allcott tuck.
Allcott.
And you're ready, giving yourself a pet. Come on, Allcott. Come on, Allcott. Let's go, Allcott.
I love you. I love you too. Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, no, I am. I want to. Okay. The one day, I swear, like growing up, I remember so vividly having a chat. I think it was year 9. This is before porn was so readily available, it seems. I remember my idea of how sex worked, and then like someone drawing something in their notebook, and I was like, "What's that?" And he explained to me that it was the woman's genitals. and I was like, "Explain." I was like, "What?" I went, "Mate, can you?" Because he was a good friend. I was like, "Can you just explain like what all this is?" Just didn't have a clue. And he said, "Make sure you." He said, "When you do lose your virginity," he said, "Make sure you hold your breath." Cheers. And I did.
Oh. So you last as long as you can hold your breath.
Yeah, which is probably better than most men.
Not bad, Jim. Not bad.
Cheers. No, respect.
Yeah.
So there's
thing about this broken heart and about the connection and warmth and what you need from other people. And I had a chicken, right? I got like 16 chickens, and one of the chicks, we just had some chicks crack the other day in the eggs, and one of the chickens was rejected by the hen, a little tiny chick, and it was on its back. Yeah. We picked the chicken up, brought it inside, got a hot water bottle.
Oh my God.
And created a nest in this shoebox for it.
Wow.
But you can't just leave it. You got to give it.
I know, but that's really cute.
Yeah, and what was really adorable about this chick is it would cheep, and then you put it in your hands, and it would rest its little head on your thumb like that, and it would stop cheeping because it was content, and it needed to be held, and that's what it wanted.
Wow.
But we had to go out for a Wagamama. So we left it with the hot water bottle, and we came back, it was dead because it didn't have the connection. But the Wagamama was the.
So these are stat nuggets. You need to open up a set, they call it, if you've read those stupid books. This kind of music will be banging out, and you'll be going, and there'll be some girl there, and you'll be looking to open it up.
All right, love.
All right, girl.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
You look wealthy.
Right, babe. What's your name?
My name's Sharon, isn't it?
Sharon, is it?
Yeah.
It's loud in here, isn't it?
It is a little loud. Would you want to go somewhere quiet, or is that too soon? Is that too soon?
Hey?
Is that too soon?
Heavy.
Right.
How are you? I would say that thing I asked you to say at the start.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
No, it's not that. I'll say that.
What is it? Oh, you naughty bitch.
So I can't hear you. Did you say
I said you're a naughty bitch.
Did you say Arnautovic? Because Marko Arnautovic has been directly involved in 19 Premier League goals since the start of the season.
I'm so turned on.
13 goals, 6 assists.
Oh.
8 more than any other West Ham player.
Oh.
Then you let the crowd drop. You go in. You go for the kiss. Right.
Go for the kiss.
Another one. All right. All right, babe.
Oh, all right, mate. Sorry.
All right, darling.
Good. These lights are a bit bright, aren't they?
They are a little
Open
bit.
it up with a bit of conversation. Get
Right.
it going.
They are a little bit bright. Yeah.
Speaking of bright lights, you could say it's almost like a stadium of lights. Tottenham striker Harry Kane has scored 25 of the 28 Premier League grounds he's played at. The exceptions being Upton Park, the Cardiff City Stadium, and the Stadium of Light. Get your coat.
Oh, yeah. All right, I did.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what, love? Foreplay is crucial in a relationship. It's so important.
So nice to hear a man talk like this.
Absolutely. It's so important to get off to a good start, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Speaking of which,
I'm still going to just put it on there.
Speaking of which, Watford have won their opening 3 games of a top flight league campaign for the first time in their history.
Oh, saucy.
Yeah, nice.
So saucy.
And I like all sorts of things. Do you have hobbies?
I have got a couple of hobbies.
Do you like
dominoes?
No, I know what most women like. Do you like Alan Partridge?
Sort of.
Yeah. Aha! Speaking of Zaha, Wilfred Zaha is now Crystal Palace's top scorer in the Premier League history, overtaking Chris Armstrong, who netted 23 goals in the competition for the Eagles. Get your coat, you've pulled.
I know. As always.
And that's how you get a wife or a fiance.
Yeah.
You know, it's difficult to get these things going sometimes. Guys are nervous. I get it.
Yep.
Right? Go up to a girl, show off your stat nuggets. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Sense. Goodbye. Still the intro, right?
Is it? I don't know when you come in.
Here we go. Incompetent is a constant term used to describe me by the one that is known as
My wife.
while sipping her brew one morning, her phone slipped from her grip, somehow finding its way
Inside.
the phone starts glitching, she starts bitching, and I'm all licorice all sorts.
Of strife.
I said, don't worry, love, leave it with me. I'll have it fixed before you get back home.
Tonight.
Oh, the people. So many people.
And
They call a handyman. Your handyman's at home tonight. It's a home win.
An article I read said to remove moisture from your device, submerge it completely in a bucket.
Of rice.
And as it happens, Jim, a good mate of mine, has enough rice to feed the entire population of
Mumbai.
I fixed her phone. I even fixed the boiler too. It gave me a sense of enormous well-being.
Big guy.
She comes home surprised but thankful. In gratitude, she coyly offers tonight, I'll do whatever you like.
Oh, the people. So many people. They call her handyman. I'm your handyman tonight.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Home wins.
Screw tight,
Home wins.
sharp knife.
And repeat. Looks like she just needs a bit of the old Bushman technique, you know?
Smack side.
Smack side.
Get yourself a drill. You'll say pounds and pounds and pounds.
Cheek guy. Oh, the people. So many people. They call her handyman. I'll be your handyman tonight. I wins.
There we go. What we did alright.
First sprung dirt technique.
What was that from? What was that from?
You just coughed up a Champions League semi-final on me. How you doing, mate? I had to talk to you just briefly, just because we did a podcast yesterday. Some claiming it's the greatest Champions League game of all time. What do you think?
I mean, you can't really argue with that.
You're so broken.
It's I've never experienced so many highs and lows in such a short amount of time. It was the worst game of football I've ever sat through. Honestly, I got through. I've got through the first half somehow, and I was considering just not watching it, just going home, because it's like, you know, we often talk about football means nothing, and you know, like we talked on the podcast, it's just meaningless. Mate, I was in a room with 400 other Spurs fans, and I've never seen scenes like that ever. I can't explain. Like, if you have to explain why people watch football and why people love the sport, it's because it gives you something that nothing else in life can, and that's crushing lows as well as it is crazy highs. I went the last 4 minutes of that game. I've never experienced anything like a roller coaster of emotions like it. I can't explain it, mate.
Yeah.
It was
because the VAR element of it was like crazy, because
it was handball.
I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd say it was handball. Yeah, you can see it. You can see his forearm like wobble, can't you?
Well, there's another angle which the ref didn't have. and hits his elbow and goes onto his hip, but in a way makes it even better. Yeah, I can't believe Spurs are through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Like 7, 8, 9 years ago, when we qualified for the Champions League for the first time, it was just we're in it. Finally, we can call ourselves a part of the elite or a big club. But now it's still huge, but we've got an actual chance of winning the Champions League. We shouldn't even be in this competition. We had 1 point from 3 games in the group stages. During the celebrations, like, someone's going to break their legs here. This is crazy. Mate, I'm maybe going to Amsterdam. I'm in Amsterdam the weekend after the fixture.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You got, mate.
So,
you got to go.
I might go for a week. You know how much I love Amsterdam.
Yeah. Imagine if you win. You won't come back with.
I don't think I will. I think that'll be the end.
Yeah.
For me and the podcast.
Fair enough. No, we've got a couple of weeks. Let's try and go out on our.
Let's make them good.
Hey, mate. All worked out then.
You all right?
Yeah, mate. How are you? What time did you get to sleep?
Not that bad. About 1ish actually. But we started so early that.
1 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, we got on a plane at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So you had a quick beer at 4:30, and then
sure a.m.
Yeah, 4:30 a.m. and then just carried on through the day. But it was mate, it was living. It's living life. That's what it is. You know what football's great about? It gives you exposure to the extremities of being alive. That's why people love it. It's opium for the masses. And that last night was a direct injection to my aorta.
Mate. So where exactly were you? You were in the ground?
No, we weren't in the ground. No one. The tickets were changing hands for just $3,000. I saw an exchange of money and tickets in a bar very early on yesterday. At 1,500 quid a ticket. Someone just lumped.
Almost worth it though. In the end. Almost worth it in the end.
I mean, yeah, maybe. But I don't have $3,000, so I was never getting in.
No. As a general number though, it was worth it.
There's the main bar in Amsterdam Square. There's a thing called the Grasshopper, which is like a really famous pub in Amsterdam. But next to it, there's a sports bar. So I did what all like good, solid English men do: is go and watch your team play in a sports bar if you can't get in the ground. And it was like the game kicked off. The Lips scored really early on.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, it's done.
Yeah.
Let's just not get absolutely bad. Let's go back with our head held high. And the second half finished 2-0 down. That I can't remember the guy's name. Number 22's Ziyech. I think it's Ziyech. He is a mustard.
Yeah, mate, he's decent.
Oh, he was like their best player by a country mile. And we were 2-0 down, and it was half time, and we were outside, and I was like, don't even want to go back in. Don't even want to watch the rest of it. A Spurs fan left at half time, and he got a ticket for the game. He left at half time.
No.
This is what's going on. Yeah. Anyway, you get what you deserve, innit? But so we were just like, I was sat talking to my brother when we was out there. I was like, we've just got to sit through it. Like, whatever happens, it doesn't matter. We've got to the semi-final. It's a great story. We've done everything we can. And then scored a goal. And then you're thinking, well, 2-1, away goal, semi-finals.
We can live with that.
Process it.
Yeah.
Can process it. Then scored again. You're like,
Mora, bang, bang.
You're like, hang on a bloody second.
Yeah.
We could chuff and well do this. And the place went crazy. The second goal, the place went absolutely crazy.
It is funny. I think we're living in a world of such extremities that we can't understand. We can't calm ourselves down for a second and understand it. If you take a step forward in life or in a game of football and score one goal, the context changes.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, well, now we only need one more, and then we're only going to need one more to win the whole thing. So it just moves it forward. And so for you to get the second goal, then people's minds are blown, but it was always doable.
Yeah, the game's about ebbs and flows. And if you've watched football long enough, you can understand it. You see it. When the game's changing, you see it and you pick up on it. It's intangible, but you can feel the pace of the game. You've watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of football. You understand the essence of the sport. And what witnessed as soon as you scored that goal was like, they're on the ropes. And not only are they on the ropes, they don't know how to deal with what we've got. They've got the technical ability. They're individually better footballers than we've got. 4 or 5 of those will walk into our first team. But what they didn't have, and I don't want to sound too like Brexit and gammon here, they didn't have the still and the will.
Didn't like it up.
They didn't like it up. And Llorente came on, and we went direct again. And for the second time in two legs, as soon as we started going direct to Llorente, they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
And
it was very similar to the first leg in that sense, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I think they weren't as good in the second leg as they were in the first, in that first 20 minutes. But yeah, it wasn't dissimilar. And then Jim, we scored again.
Mate, I was watching it with my headphones on because the missus doesn't like the sound of football. Anyway, so I'm listening to it and I keep going, but then in the last sort of 15 minutes of that game, they had a few chances, hit the post. Ziyech, like I say, was unbelievable. And it kind of then got to about 85, getting close to 90 minutes, and you think, I don't know, Ajax have kind of weathered the storm here. Maybe they are going to kind of do it. So when the goal went in literally the last couple of seconds.
Well, there are two instances of time wasting, but the keeper got booked. And then they had it in a corner, and the guy fumbled it and bounced off his ankle. And this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Experience is that's ineptitude. To give the ball away in the corner like that is ineptitude at the highest. All you have to do is keep the ball within a foot of your foot and the shield off and the worst is going to happen is you get tackled and you gain possession again. The fact that you let it bounce off his heel and then go for a goal kick was ineptitude on their part, and that's what you can't do at this level. You can't do it in the Champions League semi-final.
Well, you've been there, you've won one.
Know about that now. And then the ball went forward. Llorente flicked it on and laid it off to Dele Alli, and at that point, honestly, I don't remember the point from the ball leaving Dele's foot to about 5 minutes after the game. It was carnage. It was like the last day of Gomorrah. It was Babylon.
Were you with a pint? Did you have a pint in your hand?
Jump on a table and backflip off it. What? In a crowd. He just got on the table and just backflipped off the table.
Landed on his head, but it was worth it.
No, he landed on his feet. That's the fucked up thing about it.
Mate, I can't. I think that's always the thing, is that I'm always like, that's what people saw it with me with the England games. It's like, there's nothing better than totally letting go when you get what you want and you've just been yearning for it for 180 minutes or whatever it is, or it can be 20 years sometimes. So when you get it and you're given literally the green light to go potty, you don't hold back, do you? You don't hold back.
It's the greatest feeling on earth. Like I've said it many, many times, I've taken everything I can under the sun, more or less. Nothing makes me feel like Spurs scoring a last-minute winner in Champions League semi-final. Nothing. There's nothing in the world that can replicate that. And people that you say that don't understand what football is just a game. It's their lack of depth which results in them not being able to understand that football is so much more than just a game. It gives us everything, and it takes everything from us, and that's why you can't replace it.
This morning I went on Ball Street and I found a video. It was Inter Milan versus Spurs. Me and you did a live stream straight after the game, and you'd conceded in the last minute or something. And you had to talk about it afterwards, and I was and you were devastated, and you were looking and you were going, we'll get through with 9 points. And I tell you what, people were doubting Pochettino, but we're going to dish up some wallops this season. And then I think he said, and I'll tell you one more thing, Lucas Moura is superb. He's I was like, oh my god, scenes of it, yeah. But for him to score a hat trick, even if he is a right wing racist, I mean, that's great.
Mate, look, all's fair in love and
Football. Yeah.
yeah. A lot you've seen with Liverpool that they defend some pretty abhorrent people in Luis Suarez and El Hadji, but they defend them because they're Liverpool players. So I'm going to go on record and say I do not solitary fuck what his politics are. He's just got 3 goals, Champions League semi-final. That's good enough for me.
Mate, unbelievable. So I guess, you're going to go to Madrid now. You've got to go, me.
Well, so because the bloody Scousers went through first, they bought all the bloody tickets, didn't they? Yeah. So we're trying to figure out. So first thing we thought about was like flying to. Well, we looked at flying straight to Madrid, £2,000, not an option. So I thought, all right, let's be a bit creative with this. Let's drive. Like, fucking all right, let's drive. Yeah, done it before. Do it again. Never doing that again. Let's drive. All the ferries are booked. Everything, can't get out. On car, you can't get out of England towards on the main in Europe at that time. So for fuck, what are we gonna do? Like, let's fly to Prague, and then we'll fly to Prague and then go to Madrid. Even that is 500 quid. To go all that way to watch the game and be surrounded by Liverpool fans at the same time, I don't know if you can do it.
Yeah, I guess you got to get, because you're not going to get a ticket, right? You won't be able to.
17,000 tickets.
Yeah,
70,000 tickets. Can't get them. The right people will be allowed into that stadium because these are the people that are most loyal and have gone to the most games and built up the most loyalty points. And that's just the way it is. It's. I think they should just fucking bin it off, Madrid. I just think, you know what? All right, Madrid, they got it. They're going to make money. It's good for the local economy. Just put it at Wembley.
Yeah.
Put it at Wembley. Give Spurs 30,000. Give Liverpool 30,000, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
English football's taking over Europe anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well make it. They should put it at Wembley every year.
That tops the Man City game, right?
Yeah.
And
that's the best football experience I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm not sure how you can top that.
That makes one in the top moments generally in my life.
Yeah. No, I get it.
We've done it again. 1 point from 3 games in the Champions League. Written off.
Is that an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
That was the last question. Imagine you win the Champions League before Arsenal.
We was on the kickoff and
who is he?
Yeah, who is he? Give it to me. He just give it to me on a plate. And when he said it, I was like, I hadn't even thought about it. Because in my head, it wouldn't. In my head, it's still Arsenal. It's still the enemy. We don't believe in that forever in your shadow bollocks, right? But now he said it, I can start to get on board a little bit. Yeah? I can start to get on board with the idea that they will never top what we've achieved in football. And after all the years of them giving it, I'm going to be fucking unbearable. They're all getting it. All of them. At every opportunity. Even if we win the league, Pochettino says he's leaving. Win the Champions League.
I watched that. I watched that press conference, and he was like, "So that's a start." I think that was a sarcastic answer. He was saying, "Yeah, I'm leaving if we win. I'm leaving if we don't win," which I think was just lost in translation. It's just being sarcastic because later on, someone asked him, "Will Harry Kane be fit for the final?" And he went, "Ciao." He was pissed. He was pissed off that when something like that's happened, you're concentrating on something ridiculous, something frivolous like that. So I think he's. I don't think he means it at all.
Yeah, what would say if there was an issue fit? If he would say I'd leave if we win the Champions League, I'd take it. Yeah, it's like I'd say thank you so much. I wish you were my dad. I've got my own dad.
Yeah,
and while you will never give me what you've given me, I wish you well on your way, and I hope you achieve everything in your career at Newell's Old Boys. So I think that's crazy. I love him so much. You see how emotional he was afterwards?
Mate, bawling his eyes out. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want.
Like a little girl, and it's the first time I looked at a grown man crying his eyes out and thought, I love you even more.
Amazing, man.
What a 24 hours.
I can't imagine, man. Well, yeah, and I'll have to figure out who I'm rooting for in the final.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll have a think.
How's it going with Sam on one per week? Hard work.
He did all right, actually. He did all right. I tell you what, I'll put this at the start of the pod, and people will now see what he's like. He was decent. He was decent. Oh, and mate, listen to the podcast because there's a very special thing at the end of it. You'll like. All right. Go drink some more. I'll see you later. I'll keep playing, right?
Have you tried this?
Yeah, I've tested it once.
This is so good.
If a shark eats food that it can't keep it down, it can thrust its stomach out of its mouth and turn the whole thing inside out. Sharks can't river. They die if they're dragged backwards. Make us swim up to 50 k's. Greenland's live to a ripe old age. Avoid Australia on your holiday. Don't go to Perth. A lot of the tax in Western Australia. Watching sharks at home. There's so much to know, and I will try to shark fact you.
This is incredible.
I don't know when it kicks in. Does that mean yet? Grey white stripe from down below, up to 60 feet while a shark grows. Sharks have cutlets but don't have bones. They're dinosaurs.
Amazing. Sing with us.
Watching sharks at home. There's so much to know, and I will try to shark fact you. Tears stream down your face. Stay away from the sea when you menstruate. And if you pee a mile away, a shark will track you. Tears stream down your face. Stay away from the sea when you menstruate. If you pee a mile away, a shark will track you. Tears stream down your face. Stay away from the sea when you menstruate. And if you pee a mile away, a shark will track you. Watching sharks at home. There's so much to know, and I will try.
Softly.
to shove affect you.